What you're looking at right now is what the students will see as soon as they log into their web portal with their own username and password. And the main thing that they see as soon as they log in is their round programming, this giant circle right here. This giant circle has lots of skills attached to it. You can see some labels on the outside of the circle and some numbers on the inner part of the circle. And those numbers just correspond to New Classroom, my partner organization in creating this content, their own naming construct for skills. N, for example, means number sense, and then they just have random numbers, more or less random. At least they haven't let me in on what their structure is for giving numbers, but that's their naming structure for what skills the students are working on. If I want to explore any one of these, if I'm a student or if I'm a teacher, I can click on that. For N588, it's representing percents. I will represent percents as decimals to hundredths, fractions out of 100, and on a 100 grid. At the very center of the wheel is the playlist story, and that's new this year, and that's something that my partner organization, New Classrooms, has created as a context that will relate all of the skills in their playlist to a central theme. So the central theme in this case is comparing the greatest athletes of all time. And what I really like about these stories is that they tie in skills from different strands. So you can see there's some number sense skills, statistics and probability, and then algebra. And I think you can read this paragraph over, but I think you can make the connections algebraically, statistics and probability, number sense, how all of those different strands could connect to comparing the greatest athletes of all time. That's at the very heart of the playlist. Going back to the playlist, this is on day 1. And you'll see all of the skills are in white. Everything looks kind of blank of color. And apologies to anybody who's colorblind, but it's white. As you move further into the round, I'm going to go about halfway, you can see lots of color starting to show up because the students have either passed it, which is shown in green, and you see some of those success badges. There's yellow, which means almost there, and I can click on one of those and just show you down here. There's the skill, and it says the student is almost there. You can still pass and still earn badges on the playlist demo. They can check on the 2 questions that they got wrong, which is on the exit ticket, or they can do some watch and practice, which is some basic watch and practice on the skill that might take them to Khan Academy or IXL or another vendor like that that provides some practice. And then finally, you'll see a red skill, which means not so good, room for growth. And the student has the same options there. They can check on the 3 questions that they got incorrect on their daily exit ticket and do some watch and practice on that skill. Up here in the corner is the round progress. You've already seen me use that. Each one of these little rectangles represents a day, and I'm going to go finally to this third to last day. And you can basically get a picture of how the student did on this round. Some success, some close to success, and one place for growth. And those skills that they didn't pass are going to be bumped down to a future round. Over here we have the amount of points that this student scored. 11 out of the target of 28. The target is made up of the point values of all of the skills in the entire round. Personally, I think this is a big target. To say the student should get 28 points, I think is a lot to ask them, but it's still something that they're targeting. It's how many they can possibly get. And then finally, here are some badges that the students would be able to earn, and the student did earn. They earned pass badges and a still got it badge. And there's some other ones like an expert badge and a perseverance badge and so on and so forth. And that's what the students can earn. So that is a general overview. I think this is going on a little bit long right now, so if you've stuck with me, I really do appreciate that. And this is a big summary of what the students see for their round programming.